Assalamualaikum and good evening. The ASEAN International Film Festival Awards AIFFA is a symbol of ASEAN unity and the celebration of Southeast Asia's creative strength. Sarawak Premier Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Datuk Apang Openg said that AIFFA has grown far beyond a film showcase, becoming a platform that fuels regional collaborations and highlights an industry that entertains millions and drives economies worth trillions. In his remarks welcoming filmmakers and guests to the AIFFA 2025 Gala Night, the Premier said the ASEAN region holds vast potential for filmmakers to share stories and bring the identity of Southeast Asia to the world. He also acknowledged the presence of Hong Kong actor Simon Yam and Filipino filmmaker Love Diaz, noting that their participations reflects how cinema knows no border, only the shared language of arts.
Through our Ministry of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts, we continue to invest in training, education and infrastructure. Soon, we will open our own Center for Performing Arts, a dedicated space to nurture local talents.
Recalling the origins of AIFFA, he said the idea was inspired by a 2012 visit to India when he served as a Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture, which later led to ASEAN's endorsement for Kuching to host the festival. This year, AIFFA received a record 200 film submissions, reflecting strong regional participations. The Premier also welcomed new awards categories recognizing ASEAN University short films and Borneo documentary filmmakers. He added that Sarawak's upcoming Alliance Air Borneo will further strengthen regional connectivity by the next AIFFA. Malaysia is taking proactive steps to strengthen energy cooperations within the ASEAN regions by improving the existing Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) for the ASEAN's power grid. Deputy Prime Minister Dato' Amar Fadilah Yusof stated that Malaysia has already established a shared power network with 3 ASEAN countries, Thailand, Singapore and Laos. In the energy business sector, agreements has been reached between Malaysia and Vietnam and separately between Sarawak and Singapore. Consequently, he emphasized the importance of these power grids in enabling the purchase and sales of electricity, including renewable energy between states and nations.
For Malaysia, we need to upgrade our grid system. Need to be upgraded in order untuk boleh dimasukkan all the renewable energy into our system. So sama ada Sarawak will have to upgrade our grid so that we can start selling. For now, Sarawak is already selling ke West Kalimantan. Lepas tu ke Sabah end of this year.
He made the comments to reporters after officiating the Malam Warisan Budaya Bangsa Madani Berkhidmat YSS ASEAN Student Volunteer Missions to Sarawak 2025 program in Kuching on Saturday. With the same concept and mechanism, the Deputy Prime Minister, who is also the Minister of Energy Transitions and Water Transformations, is confident that it can be applied to cooperations with other ASEAN countries, including the Borneo grids between Sarawak and Kalimantan, Brunei Darussalam, Sabah and potentially the Philippines in the future. Meanwhile, Dato' Amar Fadilah reaffirmed the government's commitment to resolving the long-standing issue of undocumented children in Sarawak. Many of these children were born in the state but were never officially registered, leaving them excluded from basic services and unable to access formal education. He explained that although a task force had been formed previously, a number of obstacles still remains, particularly those related to legal frameworks, existing guidelines and current regulations.
Dan bagaimana kita nak tangani supaya kita dapat menyelesaikan masalah ini, supaya tidak ada anak-anak apa sekali keadaan pun akan tersisih ataupun tertinggal. So no one is left behind. Terutama dalam bidang pendidikan, dalam apa saja yang boleh kita rangkakan, yang boleh dapat manfaat daripada program yang dilaksanakan oleh kerajaan.
To move things forward, he will convene all relevant ministries. To move things forward, he will convince all relevant ministries and agencies at both the federal and Sarawak levels to coordinate their efforts, review what has already been implemented, and pinpoint the root causes of the system's weaknesses. As part of efforts to strengthen the legal aspects of the initiatives, he has also agreed to invite former Court of Appeal Judge Dato' Yun Jen Kee to join the task force where she will help examine current legal processes and regulations.
So that we can understand, look at all the legal process, and also look at all the rules, current rules that is in place, where we need to strengthen it, where we need to loosen it, so that we can accommodate whatever challenges while waiting for the final solution to it. At least there must be a temporary measure to make sure that those who have no document can be placed in school, for example, that they can get benefit from healthcare benefit, for example, so that they don't have to pay much more expensive because they don't have document. When they go to the hospital, they will be entitled as rakyat Malaysia lah. So that's what we want to do.
The Sarawak government is introducing a highly progressive and environmentally friendly constructions approach by using the elevated road method for the Miri, Marudi, Mulu, Long Terawan, Long Iman, 3M, 2L road project. This demonstrates the state's strong commitment to the sustainability of the forest and sensitive ecosystems in Baram. Sarawak's Deputy Premier Dato' Ahmad Douglas Ugah Mbas stated that constructing an elevated road in several critical sections is the best strategy to minimize forest clearing, conserve biodiversity and ensure development does not negatively impact natural habitats.
Projek ini adalah satu projek yang cukup moden, menggunakan teknologi yang baru, menggunakan cara yang baru, dan juga kita mengambil kira matlamat post-COVID 2030, iaitu menentukan by 2030 kita maintain environmental sustainability di kawasan kita di Sarawak.
He said this in his speech at the launch ceremony for the 3M2L road project, which was officiated by the Premier of Sarawak, Datuk Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Doraman Zuhari to Datuk Abang Openg on Saturday. Dato' Ahmad Douglas Ugah added that many developed countries, such as China and Brunei, have used the same technology and it has proven effective in protecting ecosystems. The 3.8 billion ringgit project comprises a 142-kilometre main route, including the elevated road sections and 33 kilometres of spur roads, access roads. It also involves the construction of 9 main bridges and 14 minor bridges. Interior design plays a crucial role in the development of Sarawak as it progresses towards becoming a high-income developed state. Sarawak's Deputy Premier Dato' Ahmad Professor Dr. Sim Koo Hian stated that many people do not realise interior designs through functions encompassing various important aspects of life.
Interior designs, right? A lot of people didn't realize that interior designs cover many aspects. Cover the wellness, cover even the hospitality designs.
He was speaking to reporters after officiating the inaugural MIID Reka Sarawak Conference 2025, organised by the Malaysian Institute of Interior Designers MIID in Sarawak at the Waterfront Hotel, Kuching on Saturday. Dato' Ahmad Dr. Sims explains that under the leadership of the Sarawak Premier, the state's development is being designed and implemented through a comprehensive and holistic policy approach. He emphasised that Sarawak's progress towards 2030 is not just about providing infrastructure and economic growth, but requires the development of spaces that are safe, inclusive and community-friendly. As the state invests in the constructions of hospitals, schools, universities, community centres and government buildings, the role of interior designers becomes increasingly vital in ensuring that every space meets the needs of a modern citizenry. Dato' Ahmad Dr. Sim also stressed that the rapidly developing state requires more professionals in the field of interior designs who understand the unique needs of Sarawak's urban and rural communities' culture and lifestyles. Rural schools' infrastructure must be addressed urgently to ensure students in the interior are not left behind, said Sarawak Secretary Dato' Ahmad Muhammad Abu Bakar Mazuki. During a working visit to Sekolah Kebangsaan SK Tegulang on Friday, he highlighted several pressing issues requiring immediate actions, including the absence of a school field and aging teachers' quarters which have not been upgraded for more than a decade. Dato' Amar Muhammad Abu Bakar emphasised that rural education development goes beyond physical facilities and must also prioritise equal exposure and opportunities for students in the interior. At the same time, he expressed appreciation to teachers serving in SK Tegulang, describing postings in remote areas as a significant sacrifice made to ensure children in the interior continue to access quality education. He also expressed confidence that stronger collaborations between the school, the community and government agencies, such as Bintulu Port, would further strengthen education development in the area. And that's the English edition with me, Hana Elias. More news can be found in our official portal ukas.sarawak.gov.my and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. Tonight's UKAS Bulletin concludes with the launch ceremony for the 3M2L road projects at the Marudi Light Industrial Area on Saturday. #Saluan Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.